Hello, Ethereans. I hope everyone has enjoyed part 1 of the Seas of Dragonfall update. I'll be showing you the AP Dryad, but this could also be used if you were to main her towers, specifically Nimbus and Bees. AP Dryad isn't really viable for much content, but she could be fun to play if you like her. This is just a generic setup for a fun build. If you do not want to stay through the whole video, that's okay. But I highly recommend at least skipping to the end, as there will be a surprise there. Okay, enough yapping, let's get into it! For the gear mods, we'll be wanting healthy AP, ability buff, and swap AP chips on all pieces. On the chest, we'll be using snakeskin. As always, you can swap out snakeskin for something like healthy AP. But to be completely honest, snakeskin's utility outweighs the small DPS increase you'll get from a DPS mod there. Just make sure you have ability buff, and swap AP on the chest along with it. For the helmet shards, we're using Mana Capacitor, Corruption's Embrace, and Celestial Attunement. Mana Capacitor increases the limit of start power the Dryad has. Corruption's Embrace increases the Starfall damage in corrupt form. Celestial Attunement lets you hold more of those stars at a time. Mana Capacitor and Celestial Attunement are huge quality of life things for keeping corrupt form for longer if you were to main her towers. Next, we got the gloves with Critical Strike and Critical Empowerment duo. These are generic DPS increasing shards and are pretty self-explanatory. Shroom Doom would be the 3rd shard slot. This increases the damage of Powder Toss in corruption form. You'll see my Dryad is built for Starfall and Shrooms. I find the Shrooms to be a pretty fun playstyle. The chest will have Corruption's Harmony, Mage Gambit, and Coup de Grace. Mage Gambit and Coup de Grace both are DPS increasing shards that you'll use on pretty much any AP hero. Corruption's Harmony decreases the star power drain. This is huge if you want to AFK with Nimbus when speedrunning maps. You'll only lose 1 star power per tick when this is gilded. Our booties will have Speed Boost, Celestial Power, and Aerial Mastery. Speed Boost and Aerial Mastery are quality of life speed, increase shards. But Celestial Power helps a bunch with AFK as well. It'll give you 30 more star power per star. This goes hand in hand with Celestial Attunement. You can now hold more stars and get more star power with each star you pick up. Isn't that just dandy? Our sword will be closest to 20% and light as you can get. The mods being focused AP, melee chip, and controller. You can see I use Shroomite chip, but this is a really bad mod. I just think it's sick looking, and I had a 10 laying around. I do not actively DPS on Dryad, so I didn't care enough to go full power and waste a controller chip on her. Went for more fun gameplay. The shards will contain Inspiring Strikes, Sundering Blow, and Double Wish. Inspiring Strikes will lower your cooldowns as you're using your abilities. Sundering Blow lowers enemy resistance, and Double Wish gives you a 50% chance to drop an additional star, but does not work in corrupt form, unfortunately. But more stars equals more star power, which means more AFK uptime. The godly gear stat will be crit damage on the weapon, and 2 of the armor pieces will have crit damage and the other 2 will have crit chance. It doesn't matter which 2, just pick 2 and go with it. Trust me on this. I know it sounds weird to have only 2 with crit chance, but the math will math for you. I don't have godly orbs to be able to re-roll 2 of my pieces to crit chance, so I will keep them crit damage for now. It's not too big of a DPS difference anyway. The ring will be Ring of Time, and the pet will be Dragolic. Make sure your pet empowerments have ability power with either hero health or defense power. If you're using her for her towers, then go defense power over health. For the Ascension points in offense, you'd want the order to be Powdery Ass Duration, a few points into hero health, Starfall damage, Powdery Ass damage, fill in hero health, then finally Corrupt Blessing damage. The utility section will be Movement Speed, Celestial Power, Crit Chance, then finally Crit Damage. The gameplay will be pretty straightforward in comparison to other AP heroes. Activate her 1 ability and this will give her the self buff. There's 100% uptime on this ability, which is sick. You can constantly keep it up as long as you have star power to do so. Pop your Dragolic and go ahead and spam your Shrooms or Starfall. Starfall will give you the most damage of the two, but the shrooms do pack a punch. Trust me when I say I know a thing or two about shrooms.
Hell nah, been waiting too long. Hell nah, I want that cruel love. Body on my, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, finding all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, finding all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, finding all my innocence. Yeah, body on my.
Well, that was a hoot and a holler. I'm glad you've made it here to the end. You probably noticed a special guest appearance that was just derping around my back throughout the video. If you haven't, well, I'm here to tell you the Harambe Monkey Flare is finally available. This flare can only be won by joining in on the days I do the giveaway over at twitch.tv/HarambeDD2. We'll be doing one a week from now until GTA 6 comes out, so you have all of eternity to win one. The first one will be given out tomorrow, March 31st. Our stream will start at 2 p.m. EST and will go until 8 p.m. EST. I'll see you all there. Good luck and have fun with the Dryad.